Hi Lindsay, it's Monday, March 21st, and my computer is fixed. So the problem turned out to just be the power cord, which was broken. So I bought a new one, which was way too expensive, and now it works, and the battery is charging, which is lovely, because it wasn't doing that before, which is why it was off, which means I have a computer for my internship tomorrow, which is good because I have to do web building and editing and stuff, which needs a computer and things. Speaking of website design, I recently redesigned the Upstaged website. You can check it out at www.upstagedthemovie.com. I will put the link in the underbar pants doobly-doop thingamajig down in there. On to some random topics, because those seem to be the most interesting videos that I make. So my foot's been hurting recently. I'm sort of falling apart. I'm only 22. I should not be falling apart this quickly. But seriously, my foot has been killing me. I think ever since we came back from DC, but possibly a couple days after that. It feels, when I walk, kind of like I broke it somehow, even though there has not been any trauma. And it's not all swollen and bruised, which means it's not broken, which means it's something else entirely, and it just really, really hurts to walk. By the way, having a severe shooting pain run through your foot every time you take a step on your left is really bad when you don't have a car and you walk everywhere. So you might have noticed, since I told you, but we got our first really creepy pervy comment on a video, which would be on your video last Friday. And I only have one thing to say about it. At least we know somewhere in the world is a 17-year-old who hasn't yet discovered internet porn. In related news, my neighbors are really awkwardly loud. I'm running under the assumption you know what I'm talking about, because I'm not gonna go into the details, but loud, and walls thin. I miss my old neighbor who just played the guitar a lot. But I guess you haven't really had your first apartment until you've had to be all up in somebody else's business without really wanting to know about it. I saw some guy on the subway today reading a magazine called Wood Magazine. In related news, I'm 12. Apparently Home & Gardens makes, specific magazines for things like, wood. I think the weird part about it was that he was dressed in, a business suit and really nice shoes, and all I could think was, are you really working with wood so much that you read a magazine about it? Also weird things that happen on the subway, I've recently been seeing ads for, and I am not lying, a lawyer named Justin Bieber Esquire. The ads are a little bit kiddish, it's an injury lawyer, personal injury attorney, so it's a cartoon figure with bandages and crutches, and it's not as in your face as most of the law firms are on the subway, because that's what people advertise in subways apparently, is law firms. And all I can think is that people are getting this lawyer, and it's a 16-year-old who gets up in court and is wearing one of those microphones you wear when you dance, the headsets, and he just sings and dances the whole time. I find it really hard to believe anyone takes this guy seriously. You should see my punishment video by the end of the week. I have to script out the whole thing because, like I said in my last video, it's really difficult to come up with an entire minute of stuff where I only use 4-letter words. Oh, and just a reminder, you also have a punishment to do, and I'm surprised you didn't do it over spring break when you had time. I'll see you tomorrow.